Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jay, and today we are going to be discussing the Amazon Vine program. So I know a lot of you have questions out there about the program, about how to be invited to the program. So I will do my best today to use my 3 months of experience in the program, along with some resources that I have from the Amazon website to explain the program and answer any questions you may have. Please feel free to comment below, ask me anything. Maybe there's things I can answer, maybe there's things I can't, but maybe other viewers can answer that for you. So it's a great forum to discuss the program and everyone share their feedback. So let's talk about step 1 in the program. How do you get invited into the Amazon Vine Voices program? So really there's nothing you can do to put yourself on the program. You can't sign up, you can't request an invite. You really just have to start reviewing products on Amazon. It was something I was already doing. I heard a little bit about the Vine program, but I never really had a lot of information. I wasn't trying to get invited. I simply was purchasing things on Amazon, especially during quarantine. I did a lot of shopping online, and so I would review the products. It's just something that I find fun. I read everyone else's reviews, so I find them super helpful, especially when it comes to clothing. I will not purchase anything online without seeing a review and a picture, because you never really know how things are going to look until you see people wearing them in real life. So just that alone, I did a bunch of reviews. Every time I would get an item, I'd take a picture, I'd maybe do a video, and I would write a review. And so over time, I started getting helpful votes, which is something that you'll notice if you write reviews on Amazon. You'll see a little tracker that will tell you how many helpful votes you have for your reviews. And I really feel like this is the determining factor on who gets invited to Vine. Now, that's just my opinion. That's not the official word, but I feel very strongly that this is a part of the program where they look for people with a certain amount of helpful review votes, and they invite you into the program based on that. So again, this was something I was already doing kind of just for fun, trying to give back, reading other people's reviews and seeing how helpful they were. I thought, all right, I want to do this too. And I just like doing it to help people. Little did I know that it was actually helping me to get invited to the Amazon Vine program. All right, so let's fast forward. It's August of 22, and I check my emails, and I have an invite to the program. So I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea about the rules. So I closed the email and I went on YouTube and I searched for Amazon Vine program. What's it all about? There were a few videos. Most of the videos were on the seller side, like selling their items through the Vine program. There weren't a lot of videos for someone who was invited. And there were a few that I watched and they were great videos, but there wasn't a lot. So I got enough information to feel comfortable, join the program. Pretty much, you receive the email that says you're invited to the program, and then you are able to order products, right? So I got this email. It says, hey, click here to join, and here are all the products you can order. So it was like super overwhelming. I really at that time did not know how many items can you order, like what are you supposed to do. It just was not quite enough information, but I had faith after watching some reviews that I would be able to do this. So I went to my Amazon Vine page, and there are just literally thousands and thousands and thousands of items that you can choose from to review, order review, online, post it, give your opinion. And the fun part is that there is really no cost to you to do the reviews to receive these items. So let's talk about, all right, so you go on this big platform, you pick an item, say, I mean, there's everything you guys can imagine on this website. So you can get, health and beauty, you can get household items, sporting goods, costumes, children's, I mean, the possibilities are endless. Anything that you can order on Amazon is going to be on Vine. So it's a super overwhelming list of items that you have to look through. So you look through, you pick a couple, you say, I want to request this product, you add it to your cart, and that's it. The product's on the way, and you receive it in the mail, comes via, UPS or FedEx or or Amazon, however your Amazon gets delivered, most likely from Amazon. You use the item, you try it out, you write a review, you give your opinion, your honest opinion. So that's the important thing about the Vine program. A lot of these items that are up for review, let's say, they are people who have a new listing. A lot of these items have no other reviews. No one's maybe ordered them. So a lot of times they use the Amazon Vine program to go through and to list for people to select. So you can give some reviews so that when their item goes live, they obviously have a review base, they have some ratings, they have some pictures. And everyone knows, like, if there is a choice between an item with reviews and an item with no reviews, like, let's be honest, we all pick the item with reviews, right? I know that I do. So you receive the item, you try it out, you give your opinion, you take some pictures, maybe you take a video, and you post it on the website as a review. That's it, guys. There's nothing else required of you. This is simply to get your opinion. You can keep the item. They don't ask for it back. You just give your honest opinion. Sounds really cool, right? Yes, and it is super cool. There's just a few things about the program that I think you guys should know. So I'm going to kind of go over, now that you know how the program works, let me go over some specific details that I didn't exactly know at first, but I know now, and I'm glad I do know, and I'm here to share them with you. So one moment. A little bit of water, so cheers for that. All right, so when you receive your Vine invite and you log on and you see this list of 10,000 products, how do you know what to order? How do you know what to pick? How do you know how much you can get? They really don't tell you. So you're going to see, so when you select a product, you're going to see a value next to that product, right? So it might be, say, I don't know, a pair of blue light glasses. I'm just pulling stuff out here. So a pair of blue light glasses, the product value is $12.99. So you order that product, and under your account you will see that you've spent $12.99. Now you can look through all the products. They all have different values. It's sort of like the fair market value that Amazon will list that product for. So you can look at it and decide if it's something you want or not. But if it is, you purchase that item, purchase it, you add it to your cart, and you request it. So they will send it to you, but they keep a little tally of the amount of items that you've ordered and what is the actual price of those items. So here's the part that I wasn't aware of when I started. So, right, I got my link, I went on, I was so excited. I started looking at clothes and looking at dresses and looking at all these things that I love on Amazon, and I was just adding to cart, like 5 items the first day. I wanted to do more, but I wasn't sure how many you could do, so I just picked maybe 5, 7 things right away. And then I watched a few more YouTube videos, and I learned this. So every item that you can select from has a taxable value. You guys are going to hear me say taxable value so many times during this video that you're just going to want to strangle me. But it's such an important number to know, right? This is like the end-all, be-all of the whole program is the taxable value. So when you select an item and there is a price, which is considered the taxable value, and they actually list it as taxable value and not like a price. So you select that item and it goes towards your bank of items that you've picked, right? So you've picked a $12.99, you've picked something for $32, you picked up a sweater for $16.99, whatever it may be, a dog toy for $10. It all starts accumulating in your account. So that's based on the item's taxable value. So here is the good thing that I learned a week or two after I started the program, is that there are items on Vine that are 0 taxable value, right? So 0 taxable value means you can order these items and you can use them, you can whatever you want to do with them, and there's 0 taxable value. So no amount goes towards your account. It's pretty much doesn't count towards your total at all. Now, these items are typically going to be beauty supplies like cosmetics, any type of makeup, face wash, masks, hair products, lashes, all of those things are going to be a 0 taxable value, as well as a lot of household products, a lot of medical products like, say, Ace bandages or a knee brace or motion sickness pills, tons of vitamins, things like that, supplements. All of those things are going to be a 0 taxable value. And my personal opinion about the taxable value is that, things that you would use, but you can't resell. Like, so you take vitamins, you can't return those. Or you use lipstick, you can't return that back. So I think that that's why it's a zero taxable value, because it's pretty much like a one-time thing. You're going to try this, you're going to give your opinion. You can't resell it, you can't gift it to anybody. You've used it, it's a personal product, kind of like for hygiene. And so therefore there's a zero taxable value. Well, let me tell you what, as soon as I found out about that zero taxable value, I was like, all right, it's on. So again, guys, shampoo, conditioner, masks, makeup, wigs, extensions, like anything you can imagine related to health and beauty is zero taxable value. So you pretty much can select all of those items and pay zero. So you can have unlimited amount of those items, and it doesn't count towards your account. So awesome, right? So the first thing you do when you get your link, you start looking at the items and you want to immediately start looking at the taxable value. I wish I knew that the first day I ordered, because again, I just started randomly adding stuff to my cart, and the total added up quickly, and I was not aware of like kind of how it works. So I wish I would have known that. So we're going to talk more about taxable value in just 1 second. All right, so taxable value, why are we even talking about that? What does all of this mean? So on the Vine program, right, they don't charge you anything to be a member. They don't charge you anything for the items. You are literally receiving these items completely free of charge, just for your reviews. But there is a limit on what you can receive based on the taxable value, guys. So this is a section where I don't have all of the information, but I have some. I'm going to share with you what I know. And if anybody else out there knows what happens after you reach a certain amount of taxable value, which we're going to talk about, your $600, which is like the main amount that you need to keep track of, please let me know. Like, write it in the comments. Have you ever gone over? Well, let's just talk about it first before we start asking for questions. All right. So on the Vine program, when you enroll, they are going to ask you to enter your social security number. They're going to ask for some personal information. It's totally fine. And the reason they do that is because if you order items over a certain dollar amount of taxable value, you will be required to pay taxes on those items. Now, when I first started, I thought it was taxes like sales tax. Okay, you order a $22 sweater, you're going to pay, $2 in taxes, whatever the math is, right? In sales tax, but it actually is based on income tax. So if you go over, so the threshold for tax reporting, right, guys? So the threshold for tax reporting on Vine is $600. So this is your end-all, be-all number that you guys should be keeping track of. $600 taxable value, right? So when you're ordering the items, you see the taxable value, they all build up, and you can see it in your account. Okay, I'm up to $300, whatever it may be. But $600 is the end-all, be-all number for the Amazon Vine program to receive totally for free with nothing else to do after that. Now, if you go over 600, as I said before, so sorry if I'm repeating myself, if you go over 600, then you are going to be required to pay income tax on any amount over $600, right? So whatever your tax bracket is, you're going to pay income tax on anything over 600, just like you would if you received it in your paycheck or you received it as some kind of earned income. Now, this is the part that I am no expert in, right? So I've only learned this through kind of watching other watching other YouTube reviewers kind of share their information. So here comes the question part. If any of you guys out there actually know what happens if you go over the $600 taxable value, like, do you pay everything from 601 up to your max spend? Do you pay from 0 to whatever you spend? Or is what is the formula? Because for me, since I don't know what the formula is, I've decided to just stay under $600, right? Like, this program is fantastic. I'm getting all these awesome things for free. And, you can find stuff to order 24/7 and, order $10,000 worth of items. There are refrigerators, there are grills, there's beds, couches, anything you can imagine, it's on there, right? So you could quickly order over $600 like right away. Because I don't know exactly what happens after the 600, I am going to stick to 600 this year. This is my first year. Again, I started in August, and so I feel comfortable to do that, and I'm going to stick to it. And we're going to see what happens going forward. I am not going to go over, but I really want to hear from anyone who has gone over. Please write down below and let us know what happens. What do you actually pay the income tax on? Is it from 0 to whatever you spent, or is it 600 and up? That's what I really want to know. So please give a comment below. Sorry that I'm begging. I really want to know because I have so many things that I want to order. All right, so I think we've covered all of that, right? So you're going to keep your taxable value in mind. The items that are 0 taxable value, you can order 20 a day, and there's no problem with that at all. Okay, so there's a few rules of the Vine program, and again, these were not like completely disclosed to me when I first joined the program, but after I've been in the program, I've received like emails, and there's little like some resources online that weren't there when I joined, or maybe I didn't know how to find them. So let's talk about rules of the Vine program, right? So first rule I want to say is there is no reselling of items. So this is not a program for you to order what you want to resell. Like there's no reselling of the items. There is a rule in place that you have to keep the items for at least 6 months, right? So you order a curling iron and you have to have that in 6 months. Again, I don't know what happens at this point, so if anybody has experience, please let me know. Has anyone ever asked for the item back? But it does state that you need to keep the item for at least 6 months. Possibly they might ask you to show proof that you still have it. I don't know what happens from there, but you cannot resell the items, right? So you can't order all these cool things and then sell them on eBay or Marketplace or whatever. So you are required to keep the item because it's your item. You gave your opinion. It's something that you're going to use. However, the nice thing is after 6 months, you can feel free to regift the item or donate the item. So I really like that. So I order a lot of health and beauty items. Obviously, it's 0 taxable value, so I'm all about that. So I order a lot of health and beauty items, and they're 0 taxable value, so I order many. And I don't need like maybe, you know, a straightener, a blow dryer, a curling iron, and a crimper, right? Maybe I've tried several, or I have several face brushes. I'll try them, I'll give my opinion, my honest opinion, and then they go back in the box. Excuse me, guys. Right, so then you have the item, you really don't absolutely need that item. You can feel free to regift it to your friends and family. One thing I'm really excited about is because what I was saying was I order a lot of beauty items, and I'm so excited to put the ones I don't use aside and donate them to like a homeless shelter or a domestic violence shelter where people come in and they need things. I think for someone in that situation to have, you know, a hair tool or some sort of products that they wouldn't have otherwise would be an absolute fantastic thing to do. But you can do whatever you want with your items. Just, again, don't resell them. If you do, I don't know what happens. If you do, I don't know if they know, but personally, I'm just not going to do it because I don't want to get kicked out of the program, right? So we know that's it. Regifting. All right. Now, let's talk about, and I know this video has been long, so I appreciate anyone who's hanging in there with me. But again, I just really want to share all the information that I have with you, and I do hope that you find it useful. So let's talk about this real quick. I am no YouTube guru. This is my second video ever. So if you've enjoyed the video, if you think it's informative, can you guys give me like a little thumbs up? Just say like, hey, we watched it. Please comment below anything you have, your opinions on the program, your experience with the program. It not only helps me, but it helps anyone watching the video who has questions. And I read the comments a lot in other videos just to kind of see what the chatter is. So with that said, we're going to talk about another important part of Vine is the categories that you can order from. So there's 3 categories, and I'm looking at my laptop right now. So bear with me. I'm gonna click here. So when you go, I'm gonna say this, you can do it on your phone, right? Like we all live on our phone. You can absolutely do it on your phone, but if you do it on your laptop, it's so much better. You can see it much better, but maybe the first couple times look on your laptop, and then when you get familiar with the the website, because there's not an app, so you have to do it on the website. Once you get familiar with the website, then you can do it on your phone. But I wouldn't suggest the first time doing it on your phone, because there's like so much information and it doesn't load the full picture. You have to scroll over. So yeah, do yourself a favor, look at it on your laptop, so it makes more sense. Guys, I'm chugging water today because I have like that little freaking tickle in my throat. And I'm in Florida, so it's like the first day that it's gotten kind of cold or kind of chilly in forever. So we have the heat on, of course. You know, anytime it's under like or over 70 degrees, we put the heat on. So like the heat plus all of that talking, it just it gives me that little tickle. So I just need a little bit of water. And I put it in a coffee mug. Okay, whatever. Nobody's perfect. All right, so let's talk about items. So there are 3 categories of items. There is the absolute best category, which is recommended for you. Now, the recommended for you category are items that they've recommended for you based on your purchase history, based on your likes, based on your wish list, those type of things. So those are going to be the items that are probably the things that you like the most. Those are going to be the high ticket items, and we'll talk about the type of items that Vine has, but those are going to be your higher ticket items. Those are going to be things that go very quickly. So you guys have to know that when vendors choose to participate excuse me, in the Vine program, they may only have a number of items. Say they have, 5 items that they're going to post on the Vine program. So they post them online. It happens throughout the day, all night. There's constantly products being added and removed. So let's say they have 5 of these, I don't know, electrical wrenches or something that you guys need. I don't even know if an electrical wrench is a thing, but just say you order a wrench, right? And there's 5 of them. You don't know there's 5. You just see the wrench pop up and you're recommended for you. And you're like, oh, this looks awesome. So you select it, you order it. That could be 4 left. So if something really cool goes up on the recommended for you, it usually lasts like 3 minutes. So if you see something you like, my advice, order it right away. Like, don't think about it. Don't go and look at it and whatever, review it, read the reviews. Just order the darn thing, because if you kind of slip for a minute or 2, that item could be gone. And I've lost a lot of really cool stuff, texting my husband, hey, do you want to order this? Should we get this? And then like by the time I go back, it's gone. So if you see something you like and recommended for you, jump on it right away. That's my number 1 advice. All right. So that's the first category, recommended for you. That's the best category. That's going to give you the high ticket items, probably things that you actually really like. And it takes about a week or so for the recommended for you to populate. So if you're just invited to Vine and you don't see anything in the recommended for you section, like, don't worry about it. It will be there. It's just going to take probably like a week or 2 for them to kind of get that rolling. The second category is available for all. Now, the available for all category, and again, all of this is just based on my experience. This is not like the 100% absolute information from Amazon. This is just my experience, and I think it's probably correct, but if you know anything otherwise, please let me know in the comments below. So the next category is available for all. So these are the items, based on my understanding, that were in the available for all, that were in the recommended for you, that people may have passed on. Maybe there's still 5 items left, or there's still 10 that are left over. So after a certain amount of time, they get transferred from the recommended for you, which is something only you can see in your Vine, and they go to the available for all. So what that means is anyone who's on Vine will see that in their available for all category. So this may still be really nice items. These may be a little higher ticket items. It just may not be something that you would actually order in particular. Like, it might not be your style. Like in the available for all, there's things like cell phone covers. There are, car parts, maybe like car seat covers, kids' toys, things like that. It's a pretty random mix, but they're all really cool items. So it's worth like going through and just seeing what's there. It may not be something personally that you like, but it's a good category. It's high quality or better quality items. The third category is the available for all. Now, No, not available for all, sorry. The third category is additional items. Um, so additional items may mean different things for different people, right? So additional items are not recommended, they're not available. There are additional items that they have available for you to try, right? So all they're asking you to do is try the product. You may like it, you may not, but we're saying, hey, try it, give us your honest opinion, because this is what people want to know. You don't have to give a good review because you feel obligated. You certainly shouldn't give a bad review unless you've used the product and you have legit concerns. So this is something where you're literally going to just pick the item, try it, give your honest opinion, guys. That's like so important to maintain the integrity of the Vine program. And I would say too, give an actual review. Like, don't fake it. Don't write a generic review. Like, don't just get the item, throw it in a box. Like, actually use it, try it out, say what you think. What did you like? What didn't you like? What can make it better? And that's all that you need to do to maintain the integrity of the program. I don't feel obligated if I receive something to say, like, it's the best thing I've ever had. If it's not, maybe it's mediocre. I'm going to say, like, hey, it was mediocre for me. That's just my opinion. Someone else may love it. So again, now we're getting to the additional items. Now, additional items can be a little bit of a lower ticket item. Maybe it's stuff that was made in China. Maybe it's just multiple items of like a little, I don't want to say a lower quality, but they're not going to be the same quality of the recommended for you, right? So recommended for you might be a grill or a clothes steamer, something like that. Available for all might be like a plastic drawer organizer or, whatever. Just something little cheapy items. For some things, they're awesome. Like you might find some really pretty clothes, you might find some outdoor and sporting goods. Like there's still many things to be found and available for additional items. Sorry, let me get back on my laptop where I can see it here. Additional items. So for me, the additional items is my favorite place to be. I go on Vine, I check my recommended for you, get what I want to get. If there's nothing there, I go to addition. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. I go to additional items, right? Additional items. And I go, for me, this is just me personally, the things that I like and what I like to review, what I like to try. I go straight for the beauty and personal care. So that's going to be, again, makeup, hair care, nails, wigs, extensions. By the way, I have no extensions. This is my real hair. But I love trying new things. I love trying out different types of hair tools. I like all of that. I love jewelry. I love makeup. I love all those girly things. I shouldn't say jewelry because jewelry is not going to most likely be zero taxable value, but most of the items in the beauty and personal care are zero taxable dollars. So for me, that's just like a category I can straight go to and know that anything I pick is zero. It's not going towards my 600. It's not going towards my account total. It's just totally free. Like, here you go, receive the item, try it out, keep it, write your review. Like, okay. It really is a freaking cool program, guys. Like, again, I was not really aware of the Vine program before I got invited. And I'm kind of glad I didn't know about it because I probably would have been like stressing out trying to get invited. But mine happened like totally organically, and it's been great. I've been a member since August. I have gone through points where I've ordered several things a day. I've gone through times where I haven't ordered anything in a week, but I think really they want you to order consistently. So like I was afraid, like, did I order too much? I don't know. But no, don't be afraid. They want you to order items consistently. They want you to do your reviews on time, like in a timely manner. So we'll explain a little bit more about that. Again, that kind of depends on how many items you're ordering, how soon you're doing your reviews. I'm going to say recommended time to do a review would be 1 week after you receive it. That's just my general guideline. You receive an item, within a week, you post a review. Sometimes for me, I get things like, hair tools. I'm not going to be able to review that the next day because, I don't style my hair every day or I don't wash my hair every day. So if I'm trying out a blow dryer or a straightener, maybe once a week I can try a new tool. So those things for me kind of tend to sit. but anything else I receive, I really do my best to use it right away and to post a review. So I want to talk to you guys next segment. So thank you again for hanging in there. If you're still there, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think so far. But the last thing, there's so many things to talk about, right? The last thing I'm going to talk about on this video, because I know we're hitting like 30 minutes already, is the guidelines and the tiers on the program. So this is something I didn't know about until probably like 3 weeks ago. Who knew? All of a sudden, Amazon added all of these guidelines onto my Vine page that I wish I would have known in the beginning. So let me go there real quick, and then I will tell you a little bit about those specific things. In regards to reviewing percentage, amount of items selected, the silver and the gold tiers, there's just, there's so much to talk about, but it's so freaking awesome. While I'm looking that up, I want to let you guys know that I did a video. So I did the first video that I never posted, so that probably doesn't count. My second video, which is technically my first video, was a Vine haul, right? So I receive all these cool things, I review them, I put them to the side, and I do a haul where I show you, okay, for this month of October to September, here are all the cool things that I ordered, right? Like, I have so many awesome things to share. Like, just in front of me from being on my table, I have under eye masks. I have some magnetic lashes. Oh my gosh, I'm wearing them right now. I suck at lashes. These are amazing. Literally, I just have so much stuff. So I do separate designated videos for the Vine haul. So I will go through everything that I ordered. It's not like reviewing, did I like it? It's just showing you guys what I ordered, what I got, just so you have an idea of the type of things you can get on the program. And again, you can get like whatever you want. This is just what I like. So I order, again, health and beauty, blah, 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 broken record, right? But if you like sporting goods, or you like household items, or you like, I don't know, sewing or something, you can order all kinds of things. So your inbox may look different than my inbox, but I'm just sharing personally what I got, and then I hope that you guys would share what you got as well, so we can talk about it, we can chat about it. Leave that in the comments below too. So anyway, my point was, if you are interested in seeing the items that I got, please subscribe if you want to see any new Vine hauls, or just go back and watch my other haul videos. I was planning on doing this video. That was my main priority. And then I'm going to do a huge haul after this. So I'm here, I've got the light on, my hair is done, I got my lashes on. I might as well do another video. So I think after this, I'm going to do that. So if you want to stay tuned, watch the video. I think there's some great information, and I just like seeing the kind of stuff that people got. So back to the programs, right? So the Vine program, not only are you invited, but you can receive a membership tier. So there's 2 tiers that I'm aware of. So you're silver, and I believe silver is when you first start. So it's like the new tier, you're silver, and then there's gold. So I'm currently a gold member. So I'm going to read straight from the website just to let you guys know, right? So it says, silver tier. This is the base tier that allows you to request up to 3 items per day. When I joined, I feel like I ordered more than 3, but I'm just saying this is the according to the website. So the silver tier allows you to request 3 items per day from products valued at $100 or less. To be upgraded to the gold tier, which I think I got in like 60 days, you must order 100 products and review at least 90% of those products within the evaluation period of on your account page, right? Okay, so here's something like, who knew about an evaluation period? Again, when I joined, I had 0 information. So now I know that there's an evaluation period, and I believe it runs for 6 months. And you need to order in that 6 months at least 100 items. Is again why I say, like, don't be shy, order away, because they are rewarding you for ordering more than 100 items. So that tells you right here that they want you to order, they want you to review, and you need to review at least 90% of those items, right? So they're not sending you these items so you can sit on them. They're not sending you these items so you can give them away. They are sending them to you for you to use them and write a review. So if you fail to review at least 90% of the items, you run the risk of getting kicked out of the program, right? So order as much as you want, review all of those items, and you should be fine, right? So if you're doing that, you're in the silver tier. So once you do your 100 products, which I did apparently because I went crazy on ordering, once you do your 100 products and you review at least 90%, then you get upgraded to the gold tier. And I'm assuming that's the best tier at this point, right? So I was upgraded to gold. Woohoo! Here are the terms of the gold program based on the website. So the gold tier is a premium tier that allows you to request up to 8 items per day, which is awesome. 8 items a day, guys. Just think about that. 8 items per day from products of any value, right? So before, when you first started, you can only order up to $100 in items. Now you can have any amount and up to 8 per day. I don't think I've done 8 per day like consistently, but there might be one day that there's a bunch of really cool stuff and I ordered a bunch. But you really need to pace yourself so that you have time to do the reviews. If you order too many items and you get too behind on your reviews, then it's going to negatively impact your account. And I'll tell you more about that in just a second, right? So the gold tier allows you, again, to order up to 8 items per day of any amount. But you must review at least 90% of those items within the evaluation period, which we talked about was 6 months. All right, here's another thing I want to mention to you. And again, I'm sorry for reading it, but that's like the easiest thing to do, right? So it says, they monitor the Vine voice activity and have set guardrails to avoid program misuse. To maintain an active account, be sure to review at least 50% of your orders at all times, right? So I checked my stats, which again, I didn't know I had stats and I didn't know that you could check them, but now all of a sudden it's on your app. So it's not on your app, it's on the website. So you kind of have to keep track of your items and review ratio. Like I'm at 68% of my items reviewed, which I'm not happy about, but that's because I went out of town. I got behind on my reviews and I need to catch up because I feel like it's easy to fall behind and I don't want to get below 90% because then it kind of puts you on a watch. So I'll talk more about that. All right, so you want to avoid program misuse by reviewing at least 50% of your items at all times. If less than 50% of your items are not reviewed, you will have access to Vine, but the new product recommendation, so the recommended for you, which is the premium tier, you will not have anything recommended, right? So they're not going to kick you out of the program, but they're not going to give you any premium things until you prove yourself that you are ordering, that you're using, and that you're reviewing, right? Because again, that's the whole concept of the program, right? So you can recover your account once you have reviewed 50% or greater of your items for at least 2 weeks. So, all right, you went out of town, you got busy, whatever, you didn't do your reviews, like they're not going to kick you out, thankfully, but you kind of get on like a Vine probation. You will not have any recommended for you, which is what you guys want to have. And you can recover that by, for the next 2 weeks, like reviewing everything, getting your stats back up to where they want it to be. If they don't see any improvement in those review levels, then they will close your account after 30 days of monitoring if you're not meeting those standards. Again, I didn't know all of that when I joined the program, and I was doing that anyway. So I was just keeping like a personal rule that I need to review all of my items within 5 days. And I feel like that keeps you safe. Even if you're ordering a lot, which it's really easy to get a whole pile of stuff that you ordered and then become overwhelmed with reviews, right? Like I thought I had a lot of spare time, but it came to where on the weekends I was writing, 12 reviews in a day. And then I've heard that that's something that could flag you too. So if you do too many reviews in one day, like they might think you're a bot. So yeah, I know. But it's worth it, guys. It's worth all of this to be a member of the Vine program. So get your items, pick what you want, pick stuff that you like, be mindful of the taxable value, take advantage of the zero taxable value. Like absolutely take advantage of that. In my opinion, that's the best deal. I know you may not need some of these items that are on zero taxable value that can be kind of cheapy or can be from China. So like don't order stuff you don't like or you won't use, but definitely go through the additional items and see what you could get for zero taxable value, right? Like even if you re-gifted in 6 months to your best friend or to your grandma or whatever, it's worth a try, right? And you can still order things for people in your household. So if you have kids, you can order things for them, your husband, you whatever. As long as it's people in your household, then you can order for them on, through the Vine program. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I know that was a lot of information. There's so much more I could talk about, but we've been here for 40 minutes already. So please, if you've watched this till the end, give me a thumbs up. Can you guys let me know that you've watched it till the end? And give me any questions, any comments that you have, anything you want to know about, anything else you want to see. And join me for my other videos. Let's do a Vine haul. And I am definitely going to sign off, bring all my stuff down so I can show you the items. So stay tuned if you want to see that. I'll probably post that a day or so after this video. I really hope that was helpful. I know watching other people's videos was helpful for me, so I feel like that's the best thing that I can do, is to just kind of pay it forward. Like, subscribe, leave a comment or not. It's totally up to you, but I enjoyed the time with you guys, so thank you so much for watching. My name is Jay, and until I see you at the next video, have a good night.